All right, Andy, we're heading into week 8. It's time to get serious about winning your fantasy football championship. Give us some players that the people can pick up heading into this week.
Oh, were we not serious before? No, I
No.
guess I wasn't super serious before, but now I'm ready to get serious, and there can be no more serious name than Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones, if you have a need at QB, is probably among the widely available guys at this position. He is the most interesting in the week ahead. He gets Seattle. Seattle has been a very friendly matchup, obviously, for opposing quarterbacks all season. They've been a little bit friskier over the last couple of weeks, but still giving up about 250 passing yards per week, almost 8 passing yards per attempt. Jones doesn't even get a lot of his points via the pass, which is not the traditional route for a quarterback, but he's coming off a game with 200 passing yards, had a touchdown. He's finding a little something with Wan'Dale Robinson, a rookie receiver, but I kind of buried the lead here. He rushed for over 100 yards. Like, Daniel Jones right now is basically just behind Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts in terms of rushing upside at the quarterback spot. He can give you 50, 60 rushing yards in any given week. We've almost come to expect it, and I think that can definitely happen against Seattle. And it's not the messiest bye week. There's only 2 teams on bye, but it's the Chargers and Chiefs, so they're fantasy juggernauts. So you're gonna need help replacing Herbert and Mahomes. I think Daniel Jones can be part of that solution.
I tell you what, he was part of my solution replacing Jalen Hurts last week, so I definitely endorse that pick, Andy. I'll also endorse Greg Dulcich as a pickup because, look, tight end is still an absolute mess. I mean, one of our right answers in David Njoku is officially off the board. If Kyle Pitts' week 6 touchdown gave you any hope for his future, it all was erased in week 7. So we're all looking for help at tight end. And the rookie Greg Dulcich out of Denver, it's not clean in the quarterback room right now. We know that. I mean, Russ might come back for week 8. Guess what? It's still not going to be clean in the quarterback room with Russell Wilson there. But right now, Greg Dulcich, 74.4% routes per dropback since week 6. His debut was great. His encore was even better with 9 targets. He has 12 targets over his last 2 games. And again, we'll take that at the tight end position. It's pretty weird how much the Denver Broncos offense, despite all the fanfare in the offseason for Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, was built around like Russell Wilson getting the ball down the seam to their dusty tight ends in the first few weeks. Well, maybe that was all just in preparation for when Greg Dulcich was out there. I think if you need help at the tight end position, the rookie probably stands out in a pretty rough crowd as a guy that actually might be a long-term answer.
Yeah, I think he's probably the priority at tight end on waivers this week. The last name I want to throw out there is Josh Palmer of the Chargers. And he's nice because nobody's going to fight you for him this week because he's coming into his bye, right? So there's not going to be some frenzy of activity around Palmer. Mike Williams went down with a high ankle sprain. We know that Keenan Allen has been dealing with a hamstring injury all year. So there are targets here for the taking, and they're Justin Herbert targets, which are pretty good. And the matchup coming out of the bye is Atlanta. Atlanta right now ranks dead last in the league against the pass. So a very friendly spot for Palmer, who's probably going to step into 10, 12 targets right out of the gate.
That bye-week level strategy is the stuff that you only get from Andy Behrens, you never get from me, and while you follow Andy's waiver advice every single week, go pick those players up. And again, let's be serious about winning that championship here.